Hey everybody, this is Diane with Crafting with Fury. I am back with part number 2 to the tutorial for Beebeecraft, and I will leave all the links down below. And I'm showing you how to use this mesh. Hi Sadie. Say hi everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. See, she's a talking little thing. And show you how to, how I use this mesh rhinestone trim. And then on this one, we're going to use the flat sequence trim. So what we're going to do is make this little gift set together. Part 1 is we've already put the binder together. We have papered the outside. We already did our pockets, and so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you on the belly band how to cut it. I didn't do that in the other video, and how to cut out for the little I guess a little chapstick holder. And I noticed that I did not do any paper for in the middle here, so we're going to cut that out together real quick. And I have decided that I'm going to use some of this trim down the spine here. And then on the belly band, I'm going to use, I haven't decided which color of the sequence that I'm going to put all the way around it. So that's 2 ways of using those. So I think we will use, let me get the paper here. This is the paper pad that I've been using. It's called Crepe Paper Hello Love. So this is the paper that I was using for this. And I done this paper, the hearts for the pockets that's going to go inside. Oh, and I decided to use the trim on that, but this is on the inside here. And let's see what we're going to have to cut this out. So it's going to be the same. It's going to be 5 1/4 by, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5 3/8. So we've got 5 1/4 by 5 3/8. And darn it, that ain't, my scrap's not big enough. All right, so let's look here, guys. Which, you know what, I could just use that since I've already got a bunch of that cut. Oh man, I don't want to use the pink, and just the pink only though. All right, let's just cut that out. All righty. Get my paper trimmer. So we said it was going to be 1 3/8. 1 3/8. And I always like to double check myself to make sure. Yep. And it's going to be 5 1/4, I believe it was. I think. Always afraid. Yep, 5 1/4. And that leaves 1/4 inch on either. There we go. There we go. Cutie, cutie. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and tape this baby down. We about got her made, guys. And don't forget that if you use my coupon, which is Diane5, you can save 5% or 5%, $5 off of a $40 purchase. And they're still doing the YouTube program, so I will leave all of those links in this video too. Put your paper down, don't put it over. So see, that kind of leaves a really nice border. And I think what we'll do, it would be easier to go ahead and put, if you wanted to do paper, you would want to go ahead and paper it now. But guys, I think what I want to do, I want to use this beautiful sequence rhinestone trim, or the mesh rhinestone trim. And I think, I think 2 would be plenty. So let me get my bigger scissors. So I think it would be up to here. So all you got to do is just cut the strings, easy peasy. And I think 2 would be perfect. Yep. So, and normally you can use like different glues with this kind of trim. I like my hot glue. It works perfect. All right, so there is that beautiful trim. There we go. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So, let me get my hot glue gun. And better get another glue stick because I'm going to run out really, really quick. If I can reach it in the drawer. All right. All right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put some hot glue here. And it doesn't take a lot. And you don't want to use a whole lot because it would end up melting your... Sorry, guys. All right. See? Looky there. Perfect. Just make sure that they're on there. Ta-da! Oh, I love that. So see, there's another way you can use this trim. Gorgeous. All right. So now it's going to be easier to paper. If you're going to put a mat on your pockets, it's easier to do that before you glue them on your binder. Because if you go ahead and glue your binder or your pockets down, then you're going to have to get your mat and try to glue it down. And I mean, it's just easier. For me, it is. So get your pocket, and we're going to tape our mat down. We about got it made, guys. So let's... And I thought this would be a really neat gift for somebody, especially in the wintertime. I mean, well, it doesn't really matter. It could be any time to put in a bag for, you know, for summer or anything. Now, I don't normally mat the sides of my pockets. You could, but I don't think I will. See, so there is our there. So what you want to do is, here's your pocket, and here's the flaps. You'll have to decide on whether you want to put these on the back, these flaps on the back, or on the inside. I like to put them on the inside. So what I do is I just put a little glue here and square your pocket up like this. And let the glue set. And this is why you could use double-sided glue or double-sided tape. But if you kind of, you know, mess up, you can at least, you got just a little bit of time to reposition it. And so here's the other flap. Square it up the best you can. Because if you get it crooked, whatever you've measured for, if you've not made it a lot bigger, it won't fit. Okay, so I think that's set up. Now here's the test. Yep, it's perfect. And it seems like I measured them just a little bit bigger just in case I didn't get it as square as I wanted it to. All right, so let's go ahead, and you're going to put glue on the back. And we want to make sure it sticks, so you want to not be too stingy with the glue. And I want my right in the middle. So you just decide where you want it. So, whoops. And what I like to do is put my hand in there and kind of press down to make sure my glue adheres. All right. So see how cute that is, guys? Look, ta-da! All right. So now we are going to do the pocket for that. And here is my mat. Put my lid back on my scissors. All right, so let's tape this down. And I forgot to give you the measurements to these little mats, didn't I, guys? I'll do that real quick for you. All right. Let's tape this down. I want to make sure there's a little gap. All right. So the mat for the Kleenex box is 2 1/4, 2 3/4, and then the mat to the antibacterial wipes are 3 1/2 by 2. All right, looks like it's going to fit perfect. So I like to put my flaps like that. So let's go ahead and glue. Glue, glue, glue. Come on, come out. Whoops, way too much. All right. So I put too much on there and it kind of, so hold it down. This glue, Barely Art glue, it dries pretty quick. All right, didn't want to waste it, so I put it right there. And let's get this adhered. And always press it down. Give it just, if it's quick drying glue, it doesn't take but just a couple of seconds for it to adhere. All right, and there we go. So you want to put glue generously all the way around your pocket there. Need to clean that off. I will in a minute. And keep in mind where we have punched the corner here. So you can't put it all the way down in the corner, because if you did, it would show. So you want to bring it up a little bit, but make sure you don't get on the score line. There's Simon. All right. And then hold your flaps down. Press them down so they would adhere. Make sure it shuts, and it does. Ta-da! All right. Looky there, guys. Let's make sure we got these measured right. Put them in there. Ta-da! Perfect. See? Awesome. Looky there. We got it. Now what we want to do is put our chapstick in the middle. And what you want to do is you want to cut a piece. And I know there's probably a lot easier way to do it. And I piddled and piddled with it, and I thought, well, this will work. I can make it work how I want it. So what I did was I cut a piece. It is 3/4 inches wide and 2 1/2 inches long. And what I did was I scored at every 1/2 inch. So I scored at 1/2 inch, 1, 1 1/2, 2. And I know, like I said, I know there's probably an easier way to do it, But what I did was I figured out, okay, that's how much it would take to put that in there, because you want it to be tight enough that it won't fall out, but loose enough, excuse me, that it'll fit in there. So what I normally do is I put it around my chapstick, and then I'm going to glue while it's on there. That way I know it will fit perfectly. But don't do it too tight, because if you do, you won't be able to get it in and out. So just, you know, we'll glue that. And make sure that sticks. And we'll make sure that that is glued in there. And I think that will be perfect. And what we'll do is, I think that'll be perfect. So what we'll do is, right on the back, you want to put some glue. And let's stick it down. We're going to put it right here in the middle. So let's stick that down. And we're going to make sure that that glue sets up before we try to get it out. That is the test. All right. Now you can put some paper or whatever around that, but I'm just going to leave it because it kind of gives it contrast. So I'm going to let that set up. And now what we're going to do is our belly band. And our belly band, we are going to cut, if you want to put a belly band around it. And how I did this, and how you figure out how big or how long your belly band needs to be, you take your project as it's shut and you measure it. This is 4, because you want it a little bit longer because of it being thick. So this is 4, so I added an 1/8. So it's 4 1/8. Then you add an 1/8 on this, and it is actually 1 1/2. So it's, let me see how I did that, because I know I'm confusing you. I'm sorry, guys. And I hope I did this right. Let's see if it even fits. All right, so this is 12 inches long. So what I did for the belly band was I did 4 1/8, 1 1/2, 4 1/8, 1 1/2. So it would fit all the way around. So then what I had to figure out is the length. And this is how I do it. I don't know. But what I did was I figured, okay, this is the long side. So I scored at 4 1/8. Move. Then I knew that it needed to be 1 1/2 inches wide, so, or thick. So I moved the score line over here at the beginning. Then I did 1 1/2, and I knew the back was 4 1/8. So I come over and I scored at 4 1/8. And then I took this back, and then I scored at 1 1/2. To me, that made it easier because I knew I needed 4 1/8, 1 1/2, 4 1/8, 1 1/2. So that's how I figured it out. Clear as mud. Sometimes it's hard to tell, you know, how you figured out something. It's just kind of weird. I think I need to maybe do another one just for belly bands on how to measure, and we could measure them together. So let's glue this together, and let's see how we did. And we'll make sure that that sets up. And I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put sequins around this one. All right. I'm nervous. I don't know if I did this one right or not. All right, so let's see if it fits. Alrighty, it's getting caught on the sequence, which is my fault. Ta-da! It fits. There we go. So there is our belly band. So let me get this there. And let's put the sequence on our belly band. All right, let's see if our, ta-da, that worked. Ta-da, we about got this made, guys. All right, so let's do, we got silver. Let's do, I've got this holographic silver and I've got that silver. We don't want to do black. I don't think we, I wonder. All right, let's open this white one up. I think I like the holographic silver. Let's see. You get a bunch. And see, I think that I want to do, see. Nope, I like the silver. Maybe we want to do 2 rows. Let's just try it and see. Let's just try it and see, guys. And I think on this one, I did it all the way around, but I think I just want to put it on one side. What do you think? All right, let's see. I guess we'll find out. Let's do that. And I'm going to use glue. So let's go ahead and put a thin layer right there. I don't know if y'all can hear Sadie. She's just a purring over here. All right. And we're going to glue that down. I love this sequence. We're going to cut it right here. If I can get my little scissors in there. Cut it. Got it. Nope. All right. No, Sadie, this will hurt you. I'm going to cut that there because I don't want that to show. And we probably want to put another layer here. Yeah. All right, so let's put another layer. And you can paper this if you want to before you even put the sequence down. So this kind of shows you can use sequence for anything. And we'll cut this one off here. Maybe, baby. And see, you could put a word in there. You could put hello, or you could, that may be what we do at some point before I give this as a gift. All right, guys, I think we are done. Ta-da! Look here. I love it. All right, so, oops, that glue I didn't put enough glue there. That one didn't stick. So let's just re-stick that baby. All right, so this is my project share for Beebeecraft, and I'm just going to put it a little winter survival. I'm going to call this winter survival kit using Beebeecraft products. And what we created was, we created this little binder using the flat sequence trims, the Rhinestone Mesh wrap, and we made this little binder. And it has got Kleenexes, it has got chapstick, and it has got antibacterial wipes. So if you all have any questions, just please leave them down in the link below or in the comments below, and I will get to you as soon as I can. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me. I hope you like this project. I know I sure do. And thank you for Beebeecraft for these wonderful products that I'm able to play with. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Say bye, Sadie. Say bye. Say bye. Bye, guys.